In addition to talking about the thickness of a dollar bill, Ron Johnson also decided that although he can't stop the coronavirus aid bill from being passed, he can at least delay it so that people who are desperate for help have to wait an extra day or two. He forced the Senate floor staff to read the entire bill, a maneuver that could take up to 10 hours and will delay a final vote on the legislation. Typically, the Senate waives the full reading of bills or amendments, but Johnson had vowed to force Senate floor staff to read the bill, arguing it would give senators time to craft amendments and for Americans to learn the details of the legislation. That's what's going to happen with that. And so it was set up for hours and hours of reading, which I believe he didn't actually even go to. And the evidence for that is that there's this tweet from Paul Kane who says, still struggling to understand the Ron Johnson last night. He forced nonpartisan Senate staff to read the entire COVID bill for 10 hours, yet he wasn't there to object when Dems reduced debate to 3 hours instead of 20. So now the bill is moving faster to passage, not slower, even considering his reading. So did you want to slow it down or did you not want to slow it down? If we were gonna learn so much from this, why weren't you there to actually learn anything from it? And yet we know the answers to all of these questions.
Right, yes. To answer your rhetorical question, it is 100% political theater. It is the world's worst audiobook. And there was a moment at the very end when the whoever was tasked with the thankless job of reading it aloud realized that he was really close to it. So he was like, had been reading very Ben Stein slowly, and then realized he was close. Someone came in to like do a motion to adjourn. And he just was like, and 7.8 point B, there's $6.3 trillion, micro machines done. And then he just totally slapped it down. But the idea, and I saw it reported elsewhere that Ron Johnson just got up and left because he wasn't there for it. He wanted people to read it out. And wisely, a handful of senators said, good. We can read it out. We're gonna delay this longer, but we are going to give an opportunity for people to hear just to what extent we're helping them. Now, I am certain that there is a ton of pork. Some of it got pulled out of the, they pulled out some of the pork from this original bill, but some of it was really, really stupid. And they didn't need to be in there. And it was handing out things to specific constituencies that wasn't really related to it. And it's fine to point that out and remove it. But that is not the intention of any of these Republicans. They are trying to do two things. They're trying to stop helping people. And the idea that the Democrats are not just waltzing over the goal line with this very obvious win is insane. It is insane. That shows you how warped the system is, how corrupt the people inside it are, that they think that they have somehow achieved the win by blocking help to people in the middle of a huge crisis.
Yep. The entire thing was so bungled. Anyway, okay, let's move on.
I don't think it will end up having been bungled. I think people will look back at it and say, yes, they did pass these things. And yes, the Republicans stopped them every step of the way. It's just so frustrating because we're in the thick of it right now, but I don't think it's 100% wildly bungled.
That's it. Well, yeah, I don't think it's 100%, but I think, from the beginning with what the check is actually going to be, saying that you're going to do the targeting and then backing off when the response is really bad. And then a couple weeks later, you put the targeting back in with lower thresholds. And now they're doing the thing with unemployment where in theory it's being extended longer than the House was going to do, but they're also making the actual dollar amount lower for each month, which is going to look really bad. It's just a lot of this is just, it's needless when you aren't actually negotiating with the Republicans, since there's nothing that you could put in there that would result in a single one voting for it. And also you're just producing potentially, whether in reality, at least potentially, weeks of reporting and headlines that are gonna look bad to the people who are out there desperately waiting for help.
Yeah.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.